Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go!
Play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mariota to throw it. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 33 yards that time.
First and 10. Turn up. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throw it, Mariota. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, Walker with a grab, left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Rivers now, the throw on first down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On second down, it's Gordon, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down, and it's complete. Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Check, 380, 380. Check, 154, 154. 65.
Now Gordon on first down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
They go play action. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
back to the ground now with Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 yards there, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the gun, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mariota. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. And it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. This complete to Henry over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you to school.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
Our store?
And that one makes it 14-7.
He gave up their shit. Are you working in there?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rivers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He spins free. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
What she said? Yeah.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to make a lot of tackles. The only reason why they had stuff
in the grab and go is
so
because
they'll come
they
up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And they probably came back there and asked her why is it empty. But
this is Gordon. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45.
No, but it wasn't like no white American in there.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up.
When there's a hole, like I told him, I'm not going to just put anything there. You know what I mean?
He'll have another first down.
I feel like once Megan went and got the
all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we're talking about collectively.
I told Oliver that. I said she don't tell nobody nothing.
It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Rivers now. Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
I can't work with Shakir, like backslide and everybody.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Play action now. Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Room here to run. Dion Lewis, touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Block the team!
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Operating from the gun. Rivers, throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Come on now, let's go.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Mariota. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Even though
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
I keep saying that.
Nice job there to force an incompletion.
They don't want to hit it.
Very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Another two for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1.
They give their person a task, and that's what they come in and supposed to do every day.
They keep it on the ground again, Gordon, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, but nobody wants to. Yeah, nobody wants to. It's like either you do it or they're going to try to sabotage it. Like
I do believe someone put a lot of time
into trying to sabotage
continues to condition
day
during the
one.
season
Like,
in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You don't have the seniority. You can't help it. Like, damn.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
If you would have seen her face, she could not look me in my face.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 22.
Like, damn.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
If there's never be quick, there's no reason why.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Yeah, nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. He sets to fire deep. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The way you come in, you don't stop.
First and 10, here's Mariota. Right side.
You know what I mean? She doesn't do that. She stopped like put up the birds. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, you put up the birds.
The tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackler is almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Mariota. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete.
That I had to go get.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need
to. They all believe Brian does such an excellent job, like she doesn't.
As well. So now it's 4th down and short.
She doesn't know how to do paperwork. She doesn't know how to use a gun. She don't know how to do that shit.
That is still an option. But as you've also said,
oh no, he lost the football. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Just because she can do anything, I can do enchiladas too. It's nothing. It's just that y'all done gave me a thing where I don't have no time.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And until y'all give me time, then it's going to be like that.
Cut to the right and some open field here.
Right when they was going to change it, you seen the hours go up.
Midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Day.
I wish I could talk to Sean. I even told Oliver, like, man, like,